What's up, neighbors? What's up? It's Tinashe with the gent next door. I'm just waiting for my guest, who's Curvins. I'm just gonna check that he's logged in. One moment, and then we're gonna go live. I'm just messaging him now. Give me a second. Let's see. Should be logged in. But I hope everybody's had a great Christmas and enjoying the holiday season around the world. Here in the UK, people tend to have like the week between Christmas and the New Year's off. I don't know what it's like. Um, there's Curvins. Adding him in. Hey, there he is.
I'm here.
What's up, my man? You good?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Enjoying the break,
Yeah.
enjoying a little bit of downtime. How was your Christmas?
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Yeah.
I had food, fun, and family.
Food,
It was
fun, and
good.
family. Triple F. This is
Triple
it.
F.
You can't
Yeah,
beat that, man.
you can't. You can't. It
You
was
can't
really
beat
nice,
that.
man.
Oh,
Yeah, the
good
food
stuff,
was
man. Hey, man,
delicious.
thanks so much, man. Look, thanks so much for giving us a
Okay.
little bit of your time. I thought it would be great to have you on board and just, yeah, as I said, man, I'm all about building a community and helping people
Yes.
improve their image and their style in
Okay.
every area whatsoever. Obviously, I'm a clothes man. I'm a stylist man.
Okay.
But of course, your image goes even beyond the clothes. It's
Of
skincare,
course.
it's your hair, it's the
Mm-hmm.
whole shebang.
Whole
So
package.
exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to introduce you to the community,
Okay.
and then I'll hand it over to you, and you just tell us a little bit more about what you do,
Okay.
and who you are, and then we'll just go through some of the questions that,
All
and
right.
we'll answer any questions that come through on the live feed as well. Okay.
Okay.
So, welcome everyone. As you know, I'm Tinashe. This is my channel, The Jet Next Door. I'm a stylist and image consultant. And yeah, it is my pleasure to welcome Curvin.
Yeah.
Curvin is he's an award-winning barber based in Nottingham. If you're not from the UK, Nottingham is a big city in the middle of England. It's one of the
Yes.
biggest cities in the UK, right slap bang middle of the country. And Curvis is actually my barber. And as you can see, it's the
Yes,
holiday
yes.
season. I need a
Man. You
I
need
need
a
a touch up.
shape up. You need a trim. You need a trim.
Yeah, but
It's
if you watch
time.
my video, you will be able to see his work on me. He keeps me looking nice and sharp.
Mhm.
So yeah, the purpose of today, as I've alluded, is just to give you guys some tips on haircuts, how to sharpen up this side of your image, from grooming to daily, what you should be doing, keeping
Yes.
your hair healthy, what kind of haircuts you should be thinking about having, etc., etc. So
Yeah.
that's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT, the man himself, Curvins, I'll hand it over to you. Just tell us
Very
a little
good.
bit more about what you do and your journey up until now.
Right. I would say, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. It's a pleasure
Come on, man. Come on.
to be here. Give me this time just to share a bit of my knowledge, in the hair industry. I've been doing it for many years, since I was 10 years old.
Right.
I started out working on a little box because I was too short, because that's how young I was when I started. So I've been
Yeah.
doing it many years, and I'm the same. I like to, even though it's my job, I'm a
Yeah.
barber, but I like to help people also.
Great.
So, Carbon from Top Cuts, I'm here to give you a bit of information. And like Tinashe said, I won some awards. The Battle of the Barbers in London. I've been down to London and won a few awards, and came back with some in the battle.
Trophies. Come
Yeah,
on now. Come
yeah.
on.
Yes, I cut all styles of hair. I love to cut hair. Some people say, what you like to do on your spare time? It's hard. I love to cut hair.
Yeah, it's not even
But
work. It's
yeah,
it's more than
it's
just
not
work.
work. It's not work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's art, it's creativity, it's everything. And it's not just barbering too. A lot comes with barbering.
Hmm.
You become entrepreneur,
Yeah,
businessman, you're doing marketing, you're doing accounts, you're doing you're counseling,
yeah.
you're doing
Exactly,
all types
exactly.
of things
Yeah,
in the barbershop.
yeah.
So I'm just here to give a bit of information, what's needed for that
Amazing.
image, for that image.
Again,
Yeah,
image is everything.
image.
People see who you
Yeah,
are before they know who you are. Literally, it's the way you
that's true.
introduce yourself to people. So,
That's so
um,
true.
haircut is one of the first things people notice, and whether you're on
Yeah.
point, it's vitally important. Okay, I know that you're a busy man even during the holiday season, so we're
Yes.
just gonna crack on and get into the questions.
Hmm.
Guys, if you're watching this and you've got any questions, leave feel free to fire in over on the live. But if you're watching this as a recording, leave any questions in the comments. I'll answer them and I'll forward them on to Kervin as well to
Okay.
answer them as well. Okay,
Yes. Okay.
so we've got 5 questions, Kervin, and I want to be
Mhm.
done by 7:30 local time too, because I know
Okay,
you
let's
got
do
things
this.
going on
Let's
in
do
your
this.
evening. So we're
Try
just
to
gonna
keep
get
it
straight
short.
into it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, brother. So what hairstyle? I'm just saying, speaking as somebody who may be watching this, what hairstyle suits my face, and any tips you can offer on how to think about what haircut you should go for.
Okay. Um, with the thing about haircuts,
Yeah.
most people go for the trending style.
Right.
Most
Right. Right.
times.
Yeah.
Um, not necessarily thinking about their head shape or anything
Yeah.
like that. Or some people have longer faces, wider.
Uh,
Um, some have the area from here to here is shorter.
yeah.
You know, some people say it's flat in the back, some more rounded in the back.
Yeah.
So all of that, when I see someone's hair, I think of all these things.
Right.
Two reasons, because I have to know how to cut it,
Hmm.
and then I want something that will suit their head. So that's the things to think about. Say me, I have a narrow face. So for
Hmm.
me, most times I keep my hair close on the sides,
Right.
just to go with the flow of my face.
Yes.
Sometimes if I get it wider, to me, it doesn't really suit as much.
Doesn't really suit the head shape.
Right.
Yeah.
But someone with a rounder face could get a
Yeah.
more rounded haircut. Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yes.
yeah, because some may really want a hairstyle, but
Hmm.
not necessarily it suits them.
Hmm.
Or it could be cut in a way that suits them.
Right.
That's the other thing too, that say someone may get a skin fade.
Yeah.
Sometimes I could look at someone's head and say, you know what? A lower skin fade is better that drops down in the back around the ball of the head in the back.
Uh huh.
Because that would, to me, that would suit them. But they may say, no, I want a high skin fade.
Right.
So then it sort of changes the dynamic of their haircut.
Right.
So that's the things to think about. Other things is like, for me as a barber, the space from the ear to the top of the head. Someone may say they
Hmm.
want a high taper fade.
Right.
For some, a high taper fade, someone that has a low space from here to here, a high
Yeah.
taper fade will be here. But someone with a lot of space from here to here, a high taper fade could even be here. Not
Could
as
even do it lower. Right. I see.
right. So it's
Mm.
just the different shapes of the head and the angles and stuff like that.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
I'm taking away from that is that you want your hairstyle in general. Obviously,
Mhm.
everybody's different, but in general,
Yes.
we're just leaning on general principles here.
Mhm.
Is that the your haircut, the silhouette, the shape of your haircut should
Yes.
more or less follow your natural profile of your head shape.
Profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the way I view it as
Yes.
a
Yes.
barber.
No, I'm the
But
same as well. I'm the same as well.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got
That
I've got relatively long, slim face.
mhm.
Um, and I remember um when I was growing my hair, and I wanted like a, I don't know what you call it, but it's like an afro, but it's
Afro
tapered on the side here.
tape on
Yeah.
the slide, right?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
tapered afro. Um, it would look really it just looked a little bit awkward on my head
Mhm. Mhm.
because I've got quite a narrow face,
Yeah, I'm the
and
same.
from once you get from an angle, my head looked like it's got a light bulb because
Right,
I had this
right.
big hair, and
Yeah,
then I've got
yeah.
obviously a relatively slim, small
Oh,
chin.
okay. Yep.
I grow a beard to give my jaws a little bit more shape, but I've actually got
Okay, okay,
no jaw.
okay.
I've got no jawline. I've just
Okay,
got
okay.
a
I don't
slim
know what
chin.
I have. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I do understand. When I took a little bit more off the sides here, it kind of worked a little bit around my
Yeah.
natural hairline. So, what you're
Right.
saying makes a lot of sense.
Yes. And yeah.
Regarding the fade and where you taper it, so you said that the key is knowing the distance between your ear and the top of your head. Is that
Yes,
right?
that's important
Right.
because a high fade on someone may look different from a high fade on someone else just
Right.
because of just the space from the ear to here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to look at that
Okay.
from where my starting point is.
Okay.
The starting point is so important. So I have to look, say if they want a mid-skin fade.
Right.
Some of the mid-skin fade may start here or some maybe here, just depends, like I said, on the space there. So
Right.
that's the
Understood.
most thing about it. And just like you said earlier, you said you had the Afro style, but
Yeah.
then you took some off in the sides a bit more. So not
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
necessarily you cannot get that style, but
Mm.
it's just how the barber was shaping. He could shape it a bit closer more on the sides here,
Right.
so it
Right.
still flows with the
Yeah.
natural shape of your head. Yeah.
So essentially, I'm just picking off takeaways that people can take aways.
Mhm.
Okay. So one thing is most the haircut that follows the natural profile of your head shape is going to
Mhm.
work for you. And
Yes.
number two, you can go for a hairstyle which doesn't necessarily do that, but
Mhm.
it will need to be altered to match with
To
your head
shape.
shape a little bit more.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That really awesome, man. Thank you so much, Kelvin.
All right.
That is helping me. Do you know what I mean? That is
Okay.
helping me.
Yeah.
So, okay. The next question is, how can I maintain healthy hair? Now, obviously, this is something that girls learn when they're 3 years old. Like they're already
Yeah.
learning how to look
Yeah.
after their
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, this is something that most of us begin to think about when we're getting older.
Mhm.
We don't think about it early enough. I certainly didn't. I used to just wash my hair with shampoo.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
just just the shower gel I used to wash my body with, I used to wash my hair with
Okay. I
until
got you.
I started,
You
when
learned
I was in my 30s by the time I started thinking about, oh, actually, I need to get proper shampoo.
proper
So,
stuff. What do I use?
what are those like basic things that you need to have in your bathroom? What are the
Mhm.
basic things that you need to be doing on a daily, on a weekly basis, just to keep
Yeah.
your hair healthy?
Okay. For
Yeah,
me, like you
yeah,
said, you didn't get into in your 30s. For me, I had sisters. We had a family business. So it was my
right,
sisters, they done the women's hair, and my brothers, we done the male's hair, all in one salon, barbershop
right,
slash salon. So they was able to teach me those things.
yeah,
Yeah, how many times you wash your hair? What do
yes,
you use? Washing hair too much. All of those things they told you. So I would say, as far as washing your hair,
hmm,
they always tell me once a week,
right,
once or once 2 weeks maximum.
hmm,
Because if you're using products, they build up on your scalp.
right,
Not necessarily you got dandruff, dry scalp, anything like that. It's just the buildup of the product if you're using a product.
hmm,
And it's sort of like regardless of what product you use, you're gonna get some buildup. So
right,
after a week, you could wash it and re-put the product in. Or you could go 2 weeks, it's
right.
still comfortable, and then
Okay.
you wash your hair.
Then you wash your hair.
Then,
Okay.
yes, and then some wash the hair every day or every 2 days. Now you have to
Yeah.
be careful of that because you can wash the natural oils out of your hair.
Uh-huh.
If we just have natural skin oil, scalp
Natural
oil.
oils, yeah, that grow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can wash that complete, and then you would have dry scalp because you're
Dry scalps.
washing the natural rice. So you have to be careful of that. And then it's the shampoo.
Right.
Some, like you said, use the shower gel. So you have to be
So
careful
yeah,
with this.
can you
Yeah,
imagine?
yeah, you have to be
Crazy.
careful. Um, is some shampoos, even some shampoos, you could say pick up any shampoo. You may
Uh-huh.
pick up the shampoo your mom used, just really the one your wife used, your girlfriend, your sister. You may just throw it in your hair, but
Yeah.
not every shampoo is good for everyone's scalp.
Right.
Yeah, because you may say a popular one, Head and Shoulders.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Yeah.
customers that come, and I can I can look at their scalp and say, you know what, have you been using Head and Shoulders? Because it doesn't, it's too strong for some people's scalps.
Overpowering, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually damages the scalp. I can actually see like lightly skin burns on
Oh
their scalp.
wow.
Yeah, and I could tell. And they say, tell me something. Have you been using Head and Shoulders? Yes. I'm like, you know what? It's too strong. Not to say it's not good for
Mm.
anyone, but for
Hmm.
certain people's scalps, it's just too strong.
Too strong.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and then it takes. So I tell them just get a milder shampoo, maybe like I don't know, like emotions or something,
Yeah.
something mild, and actually it inflames the scalp. So that lets the time for the scalp to deflame.
Hmm.
And it just, it settles. After it takes a while, then it settles. And then I'm like, you know what? I see a difference. I'm like, yeah, because that shampoo was just too strong.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you have to be careful. Even some medicated shampoos,
Hmm.
it's too strong.
It's too strong. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's just too strong for some scalp. So that's the things I look at when they come and they're saying, look, my scalp dry, my scalp dry. I'm like, what are you using?
Hmm.
Yeah. So, there's things you have to really look out
So,
for to
so
take care.
if you find that, so if you're in a place where you have dry scalp,
Hmm.
a good way of telling is your scalp dry. If you scratch it, do you see like white scales, right? This sort of
Yeah,
white powdery
yeah,
scale.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what usually a sign of a dry scalp. So if you
Hmm.
have that the white powdery residue when you scratch your scalp, that's
Hmm.
usually sign of a dry scalp. So the
It,
shampoo you're
it's,
using
it's
is too powerful. It's too potent.
It's actually two things there.
Right.
It could be okay. Let me try to get it right. The smaller flakes coming from your hair,
Right.
it could
Okay.
be dry scalp or the product.
Or the product. Okay.
They're like the smaller flakes, but when you start
Right.
seeing the bigger flakes,
The bigger flakes. Yeah.
that could be from the shampoo.
The shampoo. Okay. All right.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that's sort of a bit like there. Not exactly like that, but
Yeah.
that's sort of like a general sense of okay, you scratch your hair. It could
Hmm.
be the buildup of the product or
Yeah.
the dry scalp.
The dry
But then
scalp.
you see
Okay.
the bigger flakes now, you're going into is something a bit more serious, and it could be the shampoo that's too
Hmm.
strong and it's actually inflaming the scalp and
It's
burning the
inflaming the
scalp.
scalp. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sort of
All
like
right.
two things there. Yeah.
All right. Great. And after you shampoo, so you recommend maybe washing your hair once a week. You said.
That's what I learned from my sisters. They
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
once a week.
I do once a week as well, and
Okay.
that works
Yeah,
really well. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
And
once a week, so that you maintain some natural oils in your hair.
yes.
That's really
Hmm.
important. And make sure that your shampoo is not too potent, and obviously
Yeah.
check for. You said big,
This
big,
time.
big flakes.
Yeah.
Is a sign of it could be the shampoo. If
Hmm.
it's small flakes in your hair, then it could be the what's the other variable?
It
Is
could
it
be the product
the product?
or
Okay,
the dry scalp. But
or the
even
dry
you can
scalp.
have small flakes with the shampoo too.
Hmm.
Like it's kind of hard to judge. Like it's for me, I would like if I see it, I could tell you
Hmm.
what it is. I
Yeah.
could tell
Okay.
you, you know what? It's
One of
just a
those
bit.
ones.
Some people, they're worrying. Oh, my hair is dropping. Like it's just a bit of just some of the product
Yeah.
in your hair.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nothing serious. Some products
Yeah.
dry faster.
Yeah.
They dry differently. So it's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Interesting. Just on that, finally, on this point is obviously you washed your hair, and then would you recommend you add conditioner after you wash it?
Yes, conditioner
Yeah.
good too. Yes,
Okay.
little conditioner, and then you could wash out the conditioner. Then you also
Yeah.
have leave-in conditioners too. They're really
Yeah. Yeah.
good for the hair too.
Okay, great. So
Yeah,
after you wash it, condition it, guys, because that just gets moisture back in, doesn't it? And traps
yeah,
some of the
yeah.
water. Traps some of the
Mhm,
water.
mhm.
Okay, lovely. Um, okay, great. So we'll just
Could
get
I
on to the next question. That's
could I
really,
could I
really
just
awesome.
add one
Yeah.
more thing to
Yeah.
that? It's just a tip from a barber.
Go on, please.
Is
Expert tip,
to
guys. Listen up.
this is a tip because some don't know how to prepare for getting their hair cut.
Right. Okay.
Some put a bunch of product in their hair before they
Right.
come.
Wow. Okay.
Some just say don't wash it first because you got a
Uh-huh.
better trip. This is coming from a barber, from experience, is to wash your hair before you come to the barber shop. It
Right.
could be the night before or the same day and put no product.
No product at all. Okay.
Right. Because when it comes to say like products on the sides, fading, it becomes way more difficult because the hair sticks to the scalp. You don't know if you're fading it, the hair away, or it's just sticking. So that's very important. You get a better fade, a
Right.
better trim with washed hair with no product.
With no
So,
product. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So make sure you get clean hair before you go to
Yeah.
a barber,
Hmm.
because obviously it's like drawing on a clean sheet of paper, right? You can do better work
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
nice and clear. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is amazing tips, man. Okay.
Okay.
So next question is, how often should I cut my hair to maintain a good hairline? Now, all men, right? All men, one
Hmm.
of the biggest things that kind of torments men is their hairline receding and wanting to
Yeah.
maintain,
Hmm.
an attractive hairline that's, as close as possible to the front of their foreheads.
Hmm.
But at the same time, we want to look sharp all the time.
Yes.
So what's a good, obviously, people's hair growth grows at different speeds, again, depending on
Yeah.
how healthy you are, how much you're looking
Hmm.
after your hair. But what would you say from your years of experience is a good gap between haircuts?
For me, it's
Yeah,
2 weeks. Two
2 weeks.
weeks is some people do 1 week, which is
Yeah,
fine, but to be honest, I like 2 weeks
2 weeks. Yeah,
because it gives your hair time to
yeah,
grow a bit further. Because with 1 week, sometimes you can have a tendency of, say, your hairline could go back and back and back because you're trying as possible to stay on the edge of it, but and
right.
also you're trying to cut some of it. There's
Yeah,
nothing actually that not that much that's growing back, but it depends on the speed of
right.
the hair growing too.
Okay.
So I'd say 2 weeks is comfortable.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think that the more you cut your hair, the more you're going to receive. That's just a
That's just
part of it.
insecurities, right? Yeah,
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 it's just a part of the gene you have,
yeah,
your family line, and then also it's the intake of certain things too. A lot of like high fibrous, like oily, like say I don't know, flaxseed, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. All those have natural oils
yes,
that can help your hair to stay healthy too. It's not
right.
always what you put on the outside of your hair is also what you take in. Because if you
What you
think
take
of
in,
you,
what you're
yeah,
eating, yeah, yeah.
you put oils in your hair to keep it moisturized. If you put oils in your body, it's gonna do the same thing.
It's going to do the same thing, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna work from inside out. And that's
absolutely.
probably even better. That's
Yes, of
probably
course,
even
yeah. It's
better.
probably even better, yeah. Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right, you're
yeah.
right.
So 2 weeks is comfortable.
Hmm.
Because after 2 weeks, your hair starts to take a different route.
Mm.
Yeah, it starts to get more curlier.
Right.
The grain of it starts to change. See if your hair is going forward on the sides when it's low, but as it
Yeah.
gets longer, start going back and
It
start
starts to
curling.
curl back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I
So
feel you.
then
I feel you.
the barber has to train it again after a month or so. He has to train it again to do
To
what he
go
had
back in
done.
that
Yeah,
grain. Yeah.
yeah. And
Right.
then the hair gets used to
Amazing.
how a barber cuts it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the hair,
So
like
it
say
takes
it,
that form the way the
it takes the
barbers.
form. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Wow.
Rather
That's
like cut it
amazing.
after a while, it takes that form. So
Right. Right.
say I'm just for example, you have a low fade, and then
Yeah.
the next 2 weeks you got a high fade. It's gonna take your hair longer to sit into that high fade. Or your hair's not used to being that way.
Yeah.
So if you get a low fade for maybe two, three, four haircuts or something every 2 weeks, comfortable. Then
Hmm.
you say you want to change that haircut. That first haircut is not is for me. It's not gonna lay the way it should until
It's
it
not
gets
gonna hit the
used to
same. Yeah.
being there.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have elements like humidity,
Hmm.
the heat. Humidity tends to gets here to curl. It curls more. It doesn't lay down as it doesn't fade as easy.
Hmm.
Someone goes on holiday and it's really hot. They come back, oh, you've been on holiday because the hair is
Hmm.
really straight because the heat
The heat's flattening it out.
straightens
Yeah.
the hair and it
Right.
straightens the hair. Just like women put heat to the hair and it straightens it, the
Okay.
same
Like an
thing.
iron, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The same thing from the heat of the sun is going to straighten the hair. So all
Right.
of these things come into effect when a barbers. He wants
Amazing.
to do a good job. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, great. Um, Another question. A lot of my audience, I think half my audience are in the sort of between 30 and 45. Now,
Mhm.
as you can see with me, I'm beginning
Yeah.
to gray on my beard. I actually quite like it. I'm really embracing it. You know what I mean? So, what's the best way, would you say, to deal with gray hair? Embrace it or dye it?
For me, I embrace it. To be
You
honest,
embrace
I
it.
embrace it.
Yeah.
I think you keep it well groomed is more the thing
Yes.
than the color.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
for me. But I mean, some grow up, their dad dyed their hair, the mom dyed their hair, so it's just an automatic thing that that's what you dye your hair.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I have dyed mine maybe twice, just
Okay.
because, just for a little change. You know,
Hmm.
sometimes you don't want to change. You know what? Get my hair all black, and I would just do
Something
something like
just
that.
for a
Just,
change. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, just to have some fun. But I embrace it.
Yeah.
I embrace it. Yeah, my dad had gray hair from a very young age.
Hmm.
And I had an aunt that she was born with gray hair. She has
Serious.
some great strands in her hair. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So it's a part of you.
Yes.
Um,
Well, it's a part of
it-
your story, man. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It gives you it's a bit more bit of maturity to it. Some say that
Yeah.
some say it's wisdom and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom, like in my culture, because I had grays when I was a kid as well.
Okay.
They say, are you going to be? It's a sign of wealth. Like you're going to be wealthy. It's a sign of
Well,
wealth. So I'm still hanging on to that. I'm still hanging on to that one.
you're working. You're working. I never heard that one. So hey, I guess
Yeah.
I'm
Hey.
working on
Hey.
it too.
Hey. Hey. Keep it. Don't die.
Yeah.
So I embrace it, and again, I get a lot of compliments from women that like it. They
Yeah.
like the kind of the grown up sophistication. Again, it's because of the way you groom it, the way you own it. I
Yes,
feel
that's the way
I
it is.
feel that when it's unkept, that's when it looks like it actually ages you. But if
Yeah.
it's well groomed, it just
Well
gives it that
groomed.
there's a certain
It's a grooming
sophistication to it. Actually,
Yeah, it is. It's a
it
grooming
it
process.
actually elevates your look when you got gray
Yeah.
hair and you look after it. So
Yes.
you
Because
know,
you have females now, they're actually coloring their hair gray.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They're dyeing
they're
their hair
coloring
gray.
gray.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you
Mm.
go. Exactly. And sometimes it looks good on some of them
So,
actually.
I like it. I like it. Some
Yeah,
looks
yeah, I
really
like
good
it. I
too.
like that vibe when a girl
Yeah.
has the great thing going on. Okay, lovely. Final question. Um, should I experiment with hairstyles or stick to a consistent style?
I mean, I love it. I love experiment. I don't mind experimenting, but like I mentioned earlier, it's the times that you do it.
Right.
Yeah, if
Right.
you're going from one fade to another, like say
Mhm.
you're going from mid skin fade to a taper fade.
Right.
If you do it too early, hi Ace, someone saying hi. Hi
Hey,
Ace.
what's up? What's up?
Hi, Ace.
Ah, look, Uncle Curve. Somebody found you,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so say
Let's
if
go.
you have a skin fade and you're
Yeah.
going to a taper fade. If you
Yeah.
look, it is taper fade is just tapered here. So
Right.
if you have no hair here, hard, it's hard to get the taper. So you have to wait
Okay.
a while for the hair to grow out
To
to
grow. Okay.
transition to that other style. Yeah, but
Understood.
you can go between your style. I have a few customers that they come in, they change the styles
Hmm.
frequently. My son, my youngest son, me cutting this
Yeah.
hair, he's had so many different styles.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And he understands barbering, so he knows that first time is not gonna have the perfect shape until it grows and gets, like I said, gets used to the hair
Yes.
being that way.
Right.
Yes. Hmm.
Understood. Because dealing with people's fashion styling,
Hmm.
experimentation is something that I encourage my
Hmm.
clients and my followers. I talk a lot about tr- stepping out of your comfort zone, but doing it sort of gradually. That it's a journey.
Yes.
Um, so I like the fact that you're saying, if you're going to switch between hairstyles, give one hairstyle a chance to grow out
Yes.
before switching. I would
Please,
You wouldn't
yeah.
switch like what you get a skin fade today, then in 2 weeks' time you're trying to taper fade, and then 2 weeks later you're switching to something else.
Yeah.
It needs to have it needs to
Some
be a
time.
process. Yeah, it needs to be
Yeah.
like elegantly done. And
Yeah.
but on the other side of it, obviously a big part of the people who I work with are professionals, and they're trying to build a personal brand.
You're reading my mind.
Yeah, So
Where
what
is
about the people
appropriate?
who on the other side who maybe have got a hairstyle which they feel works for them,
Hmm.
um, or maybe they don't know what works for them, but they
Hmm.
do want to have a personal brand. They do want to have a presence online. They
Hmm.
do want to have like an image that speaks for them in their professional circles, whether they're a
Yeah.
musician, a
Yes.
business,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
Give us some tips on finding a signature haircut,
Mhm.
and how to kind of maintain it, how to be consistent with it.
Right. So just like you mentioned, it depends on what you're doing,
Yeah,
what profession you're in. If you're a
yeah,
businessman, you
hmm,
you may want to keep a nice clean
yes,
haircut. If you're going
yes,
into, presentations and stuff. But that to me it depends on what level you're at. Because
yes.
if
It's true.
you're if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, you could
You can do
comb
what you
your
want.
hair out here and
Yeah,
this
you
and
can do what you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just successful already. So
Exactly, exactly.
yeah. So and then you could still build your success off of not being well groomed. So
Hmm.
it just depends on
That's your brand, isn't it?
what
You know,
yeah,
your brand is not being well groomed. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. What do you want to get out of it?
yeah.
What image do you want to present?
Very good.
Yeah, it is, and then you could try a certain haircut, but it may not even work for what you're
Very
trying to
true.
do. So you know what?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah, I want to change this because of
exactly,
this profession I'm into.
exactly. And then
I
it
walk into a
confuses your
business.
audience. Yeah, they're used to seeing
Yeah,
you like this, and then
certain
suddenly you're
way.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And some haircuts are harder to keep groomed. That's the
Mm,
other thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so from week to week, say you get a haircut every 2 weeks, but if you got a certain hairstyle, it may grow it a lot faster. So in
Mm,
between that time, you may be looking a bit rough. If you're doing like, you're presenting yourself to people all the time and you want a professional look, then you may
mm,
want to get a haircut that maybe lasts a longer period of time and stuff. But that's the things you think about. Okay, just want to
right.
say hi to my wife and my sister-in-law, Ray.
What's up,
How you
everyone?
guys?
Man, thanks so much for joining the live, man. Really
Yes, thank you.
appreciate it.
All the way
If
from Bermuda
anybody
too.
has any questions for Kevin, just drop a line in the comments, and we're happy to do a little mini QA now, just with a few minutes to go.
Yeah.
Um, so we've pretty much covered all the questions. Um, just for you now,
Hmm.
um, is there anything that you want people to be aware of, particularly when it comes to looking after your own health? I just want to kind of double down on the health thing.
Okay.
You talked about it's not just what you put on your hair, it's what you put in your body that probably makes more of a difference. Can you
Yes.
speak a little bit more about that, about things that
Yes.
healthy foods or
Hmm.
supplements that have worked
Yes.
for you, or you aware of, that can really help you in terms of maintaining good hair?
Yeah. Like water.
Water.
Like water is number
Mm,
one. Yeah.
right.
Water, of course, it hydrates your body. Because
Hmm.
you think about it, and if it's hydrating your body, it's hydrating everything. Your hair is a living organism. It's living.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
That's what
part
people
of
forget.
your
It's
body.
alive.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So water is gonna help you here. Drinking plenty of water. And that's one
great.
thing that go back to my sister's host of vices. They have their own natural products in the United States and stuff. They sell host of vices. Yeah.
Right.
And they always tell me water, number
Water.
one.
Hmm.
And then you have oil, not naturally oily foods, but like
Mm.
the things I mentioned, like some people use castor oil in their hair.
Castor oil. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a natural oil. So you can get natural oils from like pumpkin seeds,
Pumpkin seeds. Yeah.
uh, flax seed,
Flax seeds.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
chia seeds, and
People don't
not
realize how much
yeah,
like good oils are
yeah,
in seeds. Yeah, yeah. People don't
yeah,
realize
yeah.
it. They trap a lot of
You
oil in there.
thank you. You have nuts,
Hmm.
almonds. You heard of coconut oil,
Yes.
all these things, these oils that you heard of
Mm.
that can be taken internal and they can help you.
They can
Yeah,
help. I
and that
certainly, because I went on a journey of finding what oil works best for my hair. I
mhm,
tried coconut, olive
mhm,
oil. I
mhm,
tried avocado. I
yeah,
tried castor oil.
mhm,
Castor oil performed well, but it did leave my hair very greasy,
okay,
like too greasy.
yes,
And then my brother, who's also a barber in London,
okay,
um, he suggested I try flaxseed oil.
flaxseed. I
And
mentioned flaxseed.
yeah, the day I put it in my hair, oh my
Mhm,
gosh, my hair just relaxed and it just said hello
yeah,
back.
exactly.
I
That's
I found the
that's
oil that
something
works
that
for me. So I think like trying different things,
mhm.
and your hair will speak to you. Like you're saying,
It
people don't
does,
realize
it
that your
does,
hair
it
is
literally
alive.
does. It's
Yeah.
live. It's live.
If it doesn't like something, it will show. It will tell you like
It will
coconut
let you
oil,
know.
white
Hmm.
flakes, dryness,
Hmm.
hardness. It did not like coconut oil at all. Yeah.
Okay. But someone like this, was someone else, coconut work perfect for them.
Could work perfect for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
like you said, you test these things out till you find the one that suits
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Now
just
I
want to
put
say hi
flaxseeds
to
in my
Brea.
cereal. So, I know
Yeah.
flaxseed works in my body. So like I just sprinkle a little bit in my cereal every day. So
That's me. Yeah,
yeah.
I have a thing. It's a mix. It's mixed with, like I said, the pumpkin, flaxseed, chia
Mm.
seed, and there's a bit of goji berries, and it's all ground
Oh,
up,
nice.
ground up.
Yeah.
I just take a scoop, drop it in my, porridge or smoothie or something. It's even like fruits and
Yeah.
vegetables, of course. All of that
Yeah.
is going to help your body, and of course, your body is a part. I mean, your hair is a part of your
It's a
body. It's going to
fundamental
help your
part of your
hair.
body.
It's going to help your hair.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, Kevin, that's pretty much all I've got for today. But that was
Okay.
absolutely awesome. That was so insightful, man.
Thank you, man.
I think
Thank you.
it's going to really help my community learn about looking after their hair, get them to
Mhm.
think a little bit deeper about their haircuts. As you said, we've
Yeah.
covered how often is a healthy amount to get a haircut,
Mhm.
how to maintain good, solid, healthy hair. It's not rocket science, it's simple things, but those are the things that we overlook in life that make a big
Of
difference.
course.
The simple
Yeah.
little habits.
Mhm.
And over time, you exercise good habits over time,
Mhm.
you you reap the rewards. They'll pay you back.
Definitely.
Um,
It's for real. Just like if anything else you buy or you get, say if you wanna, get muscles, you go to the gym.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need the habits, don't you? It's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
those
So
habits.
certain things you do that
Mhm.
help you in those areas. Like if you go buy a car, you go and check out every part of the car, what type of car
Yeah,
you want to get,
yeah,
what color and
yeah.
all of that. The same thing is with your hair.
With your
Just
hair
to
as well.
understand
Yeah,
your
you need
image,
to
your
take it
whole
seriously.
image.
You need
Yeah,
to take it seriously.
yeah.
Respect, brother. Okay, man. Just before we go, just let the people
Mhm.
know where they can find you, where they can follow you, and obviously get more insights and see some of your work.
Yes, okay, of course, it's Top Cuts, as you see here, and you see behind me. I'm at the show Top Cuts. It's located in Nottingham, um, just in the heart of like Ashby area. Appointment early, not completely 100%, but if I have an opening,
Yes.
which I hardly do, but you can book online. You could go on I have Instagram, Top Cuts, TikTok,
Great.
Top Cuts. I have Facebook.
Great.
And I'm just starting this YouTube. I'm just starting YouTube. This will probably be my first
Brand
one.
new, brand new video.
YouTube,
First
yeah,
video. This is history, people.
first
First
one.
video on YouTube.
Yeah,
History. Not a bad start, man.
yes,
Not a bad
brilliant
start.
stuff,
Okay, so what
brilliant.
I'll do is when this video goes on my channel,
Hmm.
I'll post it as a video, then I'll probably post it as a podcast as well. What I'll do is
Okay,
I'll put all the links to your socials in the description so people can
all right,
follow you. And if
yes,
they've got any questions that they want to ask you, they can go on your socials
direct
and
it to
ask
me.
you directly as well.
Yeah,
And you never know. You do take, obviously, you're based in the middle of England, but if people
mhm,
want to fly in and get a special haircut from the man
they
himself,
could. Yeah,
he's open
they
for
come.
business, people. Give him a
Yeah, they
shout.
come from they come from London to get haircuts here,
There you go.
Birmingham, Lincoln. They come from
There
all
you
over to
go.
get haircuts here. Yeah,
Because a barber is like a life partner, man. It's you find your
yeah,
barber, that's your barber. Like if I
that's
have to
it.
fly from Dubai,
Yeah.
that's
That's how
it.
it
This
is.
is
You
it.
go to
Just so you
relationships, a
know,
relationship.
it's a relationship. So
Yeah.
you know, we stay loyal to our barbers, man. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin. Well, thank you so much for having for coming on to our show. It's been a pleasure
Thank
having
you.
you. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I did.
And
Really, really, really nice.
thank you so much for everybody who signed up and watched the show today.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we can do this again, man. Maybe we can
Yes.
add a
We
little bit
can.
more spice.
Of
Maybe we
course,
can
we
have a
could.
few models
We
in and
could.
you can actually give people live examples. So we'll work on
Yeah.
something together. We'll talk again. I'm
Definitely.
due for a
Sounds
haircut.
good.
So I'll be
Yes.
seeing you in the
Well,
next
let
few
me know.
days.
Yeah, you start brainstorming when you get here for that trim.
Exactly, exactly. Awesome
Yeah.
stuff. All right, man. Well,
Okay.
you have a good evening. Have a happy
Thank
new
you.
year as well. Enjoy the New Year celebration.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up soon.
Yeah. Thank you,
Good
man.
night,
Cheers,
everyone.
man.
See you soon.
All
Catch
right.
you
Good
soon.
night.
Yes. Bye
Okay.
bye.
All right.